And now, another episode of the Denmark Dubois Douglas Show. Your host, Denmark Dubois Douglas. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today for today's episode. If you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead and get started. But before I do, please, if you like this video and you'd like to see more videos of this nature, please share, please let me know, and please let me know what it is that you'd like to discuss during the next episodes, okay? Whatever it is, mental health, sports, politics, social issues, youth, let me know what it is, and we'll make sure that we talk about it right here on our show, okay? So, today's show, we're gonna focus on, not focus on, but we're gonna talk a little bit about street pharmacists. Read an interesting article in the New York Times. It was a few weeks ago, and it talked about street pharmacists, okay, drug dealers, street pharmacists that were adding animal tranquilizers to fentanyl. Isn't the fentanyl strong enough? Do you really have to add anything else to it? Come on now, I mean, I know you want your clientele to continue to come back, but how are they gonna come back? The fentanyl is strong enough by itself. Now you're adding animal tranquilizers to it? What the hell, you're not gonna have any client base to come back, okay? If you make the stuff, too powerful, so keep that in mind, okay? Okay, it's bad enough that these folks are out here and they're struggling with these addictions and they're struggling to stay alive. Now you're adding animal tranquilizers to the mix? Oh my God, what is going on? What is going on in the world today? Okay? Don't sleep on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, yeah, we know Boston, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, they're gonna be there. But I like Cleveland. I like Darius. I like Big Mobley, and of course, I like Spider, Donovan Mitchell. They're going to be a tough out no matter who they play, okay, in the East, once the Eastern Conference playoffs begin. Tough out for anybody. Don't sleep on Cleveland, okay? Don't sleep on Cleveland. Okay, there's been a lot of talk about the King. Not Martin Luther the King. I'm talking about LeBron James. And now that he is the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and he's rapidly moving up the assists list and chart, the argument, of course, is going to come down to, well, who's the greatest of all time? And I know a lot of folks are saying that now that we're seeing greatness, and it is great. I love what LeBron is doing. He's been a great ambassador for the game. That being said, I'm still picking Mike. I probably still pick Kobe. LeBron may be on my starting five. I don't know. Right now in my starting five, I have Michael, I have Magic, I have Kareem, I have Timmy. That's Timmy Duncan, by the way. And I think I may put LeBron there and move Larry Bird aside. I've always liked Larry because he's always had that sweet jumper. You know what I'm saying? And he personified as a white boy, as a white man, he personified the game, and he took it as a sign of disrespect if you put a brother on him in terms of guarding him. Are you kidding? No, man, I'm Larry Bird. You can't touch me. And of course, the league was a little tougher, and some of the theatrics and some of the games that we see being played right now, my homies, the Detroit Pistons, would have none of it. Patrick Ewing, Oakley, and the Knicks would have none of it. All right, all that tiptoeing through the lane, thinking you all this and that, we would have none of it. But it's a different game now, and I respect LeBron for what he has done, okay? Big shout out to LeBron, and I hope you continue. But like they say, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, how many rings do you have? How much jewelry do you have? If you want to keep statistics, make sure you keep that statistic, okay? Thank you. All right. White folks. White folks. This last one is for you. You may not be able to see it, but it says John Brown and Nathan Bedford Forrest. Some history. Nathan Bedford Forrest was a Confederate Army general. He was a slave trader, and he was the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Good for Nathan. Good job, Nathan. There you go. You had your ambitions, you had your goals, and you had your dreams. You set out to make those dreams and goals come true, and you did a very good job. Good for you. Excuse me. First Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, Nathan Bedford Forrest. Now, John Brown believed he was an instrument of God who was raised up to strike a death blow to slavery. It was his sacred obligation. He led a raid on a federal army in Harper's Ferry, Virginia, which is now West Virginia. Unfortunately, that raid failed. John, his sons, and everybody that was riding with John, they were captured. John was eventually executed, okay? Before that, though, his sons, in May of 1856, John and his sons killed 5 slavery supporters, okay? Based on what I saw, January 6th at the Capitol, there's a lot of Nathan Bedford Forrest wannabes out there. But I also know that there are a lot of John Browns out there. So you're gonna have to pick a side, all right? Do you wanna be the first Grand Wizard? Or do you wanna be the abolitionist that's gonna stand up to slavery, that's gonna stand up to inhumanity, that's gonna stand up to the degradation, okay, and the offensiveness, okay, and the atrocities that are going on in our world today? You gotta make a choice. Who you gonna be down with? You gonna be down with Nathan, or you gonna be down with John? And finally, you know what I'm always gonna end with? It says hard work. Hard work. It's gonna take hard work in your relationships, okay? It's gonna take hard work relationships, life relationships, whatever the relationship is that you are in right now, that you are trying to make grow and flourish. It's gonna take hard ass work, okay? Nothing comes easy. And just a quick one, because I'm about to finish up. All right, give me a minute. Therapy, my black folks out there, please don't look down on therapy. Please don't look down on or condemn or think that there's something wrong with getting a third opinion. Take advantage if you can, okay? Because I know it takes resources, all right, to see certain therapists and to get certain services in place. I understand that. If you don't have a therapist, hopefully you have some type of support system that can help you when times get difficult and times get hard. And don't always say your pastor, okay? Because sometimes your pastor may just say, well, we just need to pray on it. Let Jesus put his hands on you and make your depression, your anxiety, everything will go away. No, that's not how that works, okay? And I'm not trying to say anything negative about Jesus, but Jesus put therapists and counselors on this earth for a reason too, okay? Sometimes the good Dr. Reverend may not have what you need, and you may need to seek and bring somebody else in. Trust me on this one, okay? And of course, we'll continue to talk about that more and more in later episodes, okay? Because your self-care, whatever you do to take care of yourself and your mental health, non-negotiable. You understand that? Non-negotiable. Take care of it by any means necessary. And in closing, today's word. To be in love takes hard work. Ain't nothing about it easy. You recognize real quick the fat meat is indeed greasy. Reciprocity, and trust are the two main ingredients. Without these two, a relationship's demise is certainly expedient. So believe, old Denmark, 'cause my words ring true. Ignore at your peril and watch as your boo is leaving you. May the universe and the ancestors have a blessing, bless the hearing and the reading of today's word. And today's word was sponsored by Fantasia's When I See You and Sunshine Anderson's Heard It All Before. If you like, let me know. All right, thumbs up. Let me know what you want to hear. Tell me how I can improve what it is that I'm doing. And all I'm trying to do is just give you some knowledge so that you can go and grow and be successful in whatever it is you do. Let me know. All right, until then, I'm signing off from the mothership, Denmark, Dubois Douglas. Thank you and take care.